Hello, how are you? Welcome to Vray tutorials. This is the first of a set of tutorials in which we're going to learn to use 3D Studio Max plus Vray, focused on architectural visualization. First of all, sorry for my bad English, that's not my language. You also can watch these tutorials in Spanish. In this tutorial, we're going to explain how the general interface of 3D Max works. We have in this top part, we have the menu bar, which we have some tabs that have actions and also the shortcuts that we can uh, input in our keyboard to work faster. We have here some like icons that also are shortcuts to these actions. We have, for example, here move, rotate, and scale. We can find it here in move, rotate, and scale. Also, we have the rendering controls and like snaps and all other stuff. We have in this right side our command panel that have 6 main tabs. The first is create, that obviously it's where we create everything since geometry, shapes, lights, cameras, for example. Um, Here in geometry, we have also a list that groups. The first is standard primitives, like the standard, where we find like boxes, spheres, also cones, and we have here, sorry, we have here also some parameters we can change, like the dimensions and the segments, the sides, and other options we have. We can find here in the doors group that we can make a door in a very simple way through clicks, and we can also have these parameters here where we can change. Also, we have windows, we have stairs also, and a lot of things to do here. We have the next shapes where we um, can find all 2 dimensions forms, for example, lines. We have also circles, ellipses, and everything here. Like I said before, we have also lights, we have cameras, helpers, space warps, and systems. We're going to talk about them in another tutorial. Next tab we have is called Modifier. Going to make a box in here to explain this. In here we have in the modifier list. Obviously we have here a list of modifiers we can apply to our object. In this case, this box that is select. For example, I'm going to apply a mirror. I'm going to move here in the parameters. For example, this. I'm going to make you a copy. We can move in different axes, and I apply the mirror now, and I'm going to apply now another modifier. This is select, obviously, called bend. So we can see here we have both modifiers. The first is the mirror, and the second is the bend modifier. This is very important, the order, as you can see. I'm going to show you first. Let's move here in parameters, only to explain you here. You can turn off here in the bulb. As you can see, we only have the mirror modifier. So the first object makes a mirror here, and then we have a bend modifier that makes to the complete object. Now that that is two box that was first mirrored. If I change the order, you can see that first make the bend modifier and then makes the mirror. So if I move the bend, I can move whatever, and it still being an identical object. That's just for explaining this. We have also here some viewport actions, like I did this before to maximize the viewport I had select. You can go to each one. We have also controls like orbit, zooms. Next, we have here animation controls, like here we have the timeline. I'm going to explain you also in another tutorial. Also, we have here some options. I'm going to make you another box. We have here in our viewport. Here you can choose the view. For example, you can go to top, bottom, front view, for example, or you can go to a camera. If we create a camera, for example, very physical camera, we can find here and go to the view of the camera. So if I move it in top view, you see this is like locked to the camera view, of course. Also, you can go to light views here, and the next we find visual styles options, like we have for default smooth plus highlights. We can go to hidden line where we see no details, and wireframe where we only see the edges. And for example, I'm going to create here a light. As you can see, the way I move the light, the object is illuminated differently. So I can change, for example, here in illumination, and illuminate with default lights. So the illumination, it depends of the camera only, the way I am seeing the object. This is like for saving video card and memory. And we can change also transparencies to different qualities, enable shadows, and we have other visual styles here. That's everything for this tutorial. I hope you see our next in our web page or on our YouTube channel. Thank you very much.